Hello and welcome to day 2 of Capture the Seasons Autumn. Yesterday we were noticing and focusing on abundance and bringing that feeling into us, and the abundance really grounding that feeling into us, and knowing also that the abundance can be sort of an abundance of ideas as well as abundance of things around us, abundance of creativity, because nature will really help us to remember that there is a never ending stream of these available. And today we're kind of moving on from that feeling and bringing into autumn another message that it has for us, which is the art of letting go. So today is really about bringing that message into our consciousness and how we can use it for ourselves. So today, thinking about autumn and how it teaches us to kind of remember the importance of letting go, and the things that I've noticed around me, just being outside, and even when I open the window in the morning, I've heard, before I can even see them, geese flying overhead. And they're on a mission because they know it's time to move on from this country to warmer climes. And before I can even see them, I can hear them overhead, this amazing noise, and then I hear the wings, and then eventually they come into sight. But it's that feeling of just them knowing this is the time for them to move on. And so that is a very important thing that we can learn as well, is sometimes we maybe have been working on something and it's time to move on again, and we can let go of something that's holding us back. So that air quality is really important. So I'd actually say go outside, and even if you don't see the geese flying overhead, I mean, there's birds every day flying overhead, but this season there is a lot of the migration going on, and I think that's a great inspiration of that feeling of taking flight and moving on. But also we can look at the trees. If we're looking up in the air, we can see how the trees are moving, and I know it's a very classic thing to sort of focus on in autumn, is the leaves falling, but these simple things are so important. And it's just noticing that through all the cycle of the growth, there's a time to let go as well. So noticing the trees, how they're grounded, they're rooted, but there's also the cycle in them of letting go. So notice the trees and what message they have for us. So today really is about taking that time for yourself, leaving your desk, getting up, leaving the house or the office for a few, well, as long as you can. Get outside and really go out and let yourself breathe. Bring that oxygen through into your body and release. And as you walk, that feeling of just softening the mind, letting go of the thoughts, of the to-do lists, of all of the things that you're holding on to. Let the rhythm of your body help you just to kind of relax and release and soften the mind. And then look around you and notice simple things like the leaves, and notice how they just gently fall and dance in the air, and then gradually they're all landing and starting to just mulch back into the ground, just releasing and letting go. And as you're watching that, maybe you can also feel something in your body just release and let go, soften around the edges. Just feel it in your body and just breathe into it. You may want to stop for a minute and feel grounded. Feel your feet on the earth. Breathe into your body, relax, and then allow your gaze to just settle and watch. Or you might want to just keep moving and feel that movement and flow as you're walking along. Feel the air, feel it kind of like go across your body, through your hair. Just feel that movement that's created in the wind. And there's a lot of windy days in autumn. Obviously the leaves can suddenly go like that, so it's quite nice to try and get out when you can before they're suddenly all blown off by some storm. So take that time to go outside and notice all those things, because when inspiration comes in, it's important to have room for it to kind of grow and somewhere for it to go. So when we're letting go of things, we're also allowing room for new things to come in. So obviously this time of year there's a lot of trees with seeds and pods and things on them, and they're releasing those. They're letting them go, and they're going to be floating off in the air and find somewhere new to settle. So if we're ready and waiting for that, our ideas are the same. We're letting go. There's things sort of coming in out of the blue that could just seed into us and help us create something new. So if we have this feeling of the abundance and joy, and knowing that creativity is always flowing, we can also make sure that we have room to accept it to come back in as well, to accept new ideas and new inspirations. So it's a bit like I mentioned in the spring course. I mean, it's a bit like a spring cleaning. It's a constant thing where we're letting go of something old that may no longer serve us, or letting go of some feeling of tension in our bodies, and just releasing that. So we're ready to accept new inspiration. And again, in nature, that is giving us all those messages, and autumn is such a wonderful time to bring that message in. And I know for me personally, one of the biggest things I struggled with is letting go of, whether it's, something very personal, but if we hang on too much to stuff, it's like hanging on to a very heavy bag that we're dragging around, and we're not able to move forward so easily, and it's hard. So letting go is an important thing, and autumn is teaching us this. So yeah, letting go, and the tasks today really are to sort of allow yourself to feel into your body as you're outside, and just seeing if there's anywhere that you can kind of just relax and soften. And then when you come home, maybe this is the time to think of those new visions that are coming in. As you let go, you're allowing that room for new ideas to come in. So the element of air is really almost reminding us of the inspiration all around. And this is the time to maybe make some notes, make some sort of like, whether you like to journal or sketch, whatever way suits you, use this time to just jot those ideas down. And those visions are something that you might want to bring through into your work or your life, whatever it is that's just coming to you right now. Make a note of that, and let that start to just be the seed of a newness coming in. So enjoy that today, and just remember to get outside and to give yourself that time to really sort of ground into that sort of energy, and do use a downloadable and make some notes, and just find that time. It's so incredibly important. I know how difficult it is sometimes. The day goes flying by, but just give yourself that time. It will do you wonders, and it will just be something that you'll get so much benefit out of the routine that we can all sort of start getting used to. it just breaks you away from that and allows that newness to come in. And that's the key sometimes, is to just allow that room and space, and that letting go will really help give you that space as well. So that's the message today, and I hope you enjoy. Thank you.